G'day Internet, welcome to Stick Ninjas, DevLog episode 23. My name is Andrew Russell. Now, last week I showed you the networking for Stick Ninjas, working across an actual network with 4 game clients. And one of the things that sort of uncovered was a fairly major bug. What happens if I grab one of these windows and move it or resize it? The game stops receiving updates while the window is being moved or resized. And then the upshot of this is that the network gets out of sync, basically because either the client or the server stops for several seconds. So I'm going to have to actually fix up the window code somehow to ensure that it keeps getting updated even when it's being moved around or resized. However, I also think that that the actual underlying bug needs to be fixed as well. So basically allowing the networking code to cope with massive desynchronization. At the moment it will cope with a small amount of time and drift, but the time and drift corrector can't catch up such an enormous amount of, like even half a second, it can't catch up that offset fast enough. So this means taking the game back into my favorite tool, the network graphing tool. And as you can see, I've already added a few more inputs that let me stop the client or the server from processing updates for a period of time. And this is already starting to hit the limits of this user interface. There's already a lot of inputs here on the screen, and it's only going to grow the number of inputs as I add support for multiple clients and add even more things, more variables to tweak. So I finally bitten the bullet and decided to go back to working on the user interface. You might remember all the way back in DevLog 10 I was working on it and then deleted it. What I was trying to make then and what I'm trying to make now is some sort of a multi-track sequencer that I can then put the sort of bar edit things into that. The last time I tried to make one of these I got bogged down, and I think the problem was that I was trying to make basically the entire thing at once. So this time I've decided to just tackle the headers for each track first, and I'll work on the tracks once I've got this sorted out. So this is what I've got so far, and you can see I've got a set of headers here, and I can reorder them, and I can scroll them and resize the little pane that they're in. You might remember these drag panes from the last time I worked on the UI. And I've also added some buttons just to check that my essentially UI driver is robust enough to do buttons, because I guess that's fairly important, and it is. So that's everything I have to show you for this week. Go to stickninjas.com if you'd like to get a notification when Stick Ninjas is available for playable pre-order. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.